supposed to?
Man, okay, so Nametag sent me "Let Me Live" back in like 2017,
Jesus
bruh.
Christ!
Wow.
Like, yeah, I remember when he first, because he was like, we about to start part 2. I'm like, bet. He was like, I'm singing this joint. What you think of it? And it was "Let Me Live." And I was like, oh shit. I said, yeah, that shit tight. That shit tight.
Let
like,
Me Live is dope.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't wait to hear the rest of it or whatever. And
you waited.
yeah, definitely waited.
Dead in Hip Hop album review. Nametag Alexander and Nameless for Namesake 2. I believe we've done a Nameless project, right?
Clear Soul Forces. Yeah.
Clear Soul Forces.
Clear Soul Forces produced by Nameless.
Okay.
Yep. Fat
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Did he get rid of the tag? The Nameless or something like that? Because I ain't hear it in this. Was it in this?
Yeah, I mean, he usually had it on his beat tapes a lot.
Oh, okay.
B, how long ago was that?
That was like 2015. I reviewed the first album, the first album on my channel for Namesake, the first one.
There you go.
So yeah, I reviewed that on my channel back in 2013.
Back in 2013.
2013 is when they dropped the first
So
one.
11 years.
11
in
years.
between.
Man, there's been so much stuff. They're supposed to drop this album years ago, but yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I want the insight. So how long ago was this done? Like, when was this supposed to?
Man, okay, so Nametag sent me "Let Me Live" back in like 2017,
Jesus
bruh.
Christ!
Wow.
Like, yeah, I remember when he first, because he was like, we about to start part 2. I'm like, bet. He was like, I'm singing this joint. What you think of it? And it was "Let Me Live." And I was like, oh shit. I said, yeah, that shit tight. That shit tight.
Let Me Live is dope.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't wait to hear the rest of it or whatever. And
you waited.
yeah, definitely waited, man. But yeah, I remember he sent me "Let Me Live." I was just like, oh shit, like both of y'all doing something different on this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So that's interesting that this was done close to a decade ago, and that it still sounds, well, it doesn't sound necessarily dated. It sounds different. You know what I'm saying? Because Nameless definitely went a little pop with a couple of these joints, which it reminded me of, I want to say it was Young Sinatra by Logic. Like, I want to say it was 30,000 Feet, All I Do. Like, he had a run of beats and songs that felt like that. So it made me think of that time frame.
Really?
Which then
Okay.
it definitely is that time frame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I felt like it didn't feel dusty or old, but it felt like nostalgic a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because again, what it made me feel like. But no, I feel like overall this was a solid project though. But damn, you really threw me off by saying that this thing is almost 10 years old.
This was so much in the making, bruh. And they was trying to get the beats mixed properly. It was just so much. It was so much hurdles with getting this project together, man. It was crazy.
And then they were finally able to run it back.
Finally able to run it back, just like
Run it back.
Yeah, just like that, just like the last track of the album, bro.
I like that last track, bro. I don't know why it's so catchy. Like, first time I heard it, I was like, oh, I like the way we were just talking about another artist breaking something up. The way they broke it up on there. Every time, between that one and Let Me Live is probably my.
You said which one?
Run It Back and Let Me Live,
Man,
which is crazy. That's from 2017.
Yeah, the one for me was tough.
I like that one too.
Oh my God, I was like, nigga, this shit like clip
like that one
vibes.
too.
Yeah,
No, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard.
I like Detroit players. I thought that
Of
was.
course you do.
Yeah, I like Detroit players,
My
man.
Detroit players.
That Biggie sample, because man, I remember we used to go crazy in the club whenever at the beginning of Hypnotized. Whenever Biggie said "My Detroit player," DJ used to run that shit back every time.
I'm surprised more people don't use that shit.
Yeah, we used to go fucking wild every time he said that shit. So, and of course, Boog Brown. I thought she definitely added her nice little flavor onto that joint. Shout out to Illingsworth too, man. I'm so glad to hear him.
Man, it was
rapping.
good to hear him.
Good to hear him rapping again, man. It's so good. I mean, he's done a lot of beats and stuff, but yeah, he is so underrated as a rapper,
Nah,
man.
for
Like,
sure.
man, he is so underrated. He's so dope as a rapper. So that boom bap groove was definitely dope. Now, this is gonna be named. This is gonna be my first time telling him this. I can hear this song being played like on TNT and shit, but I didn't care for it. Championship Feeling.
No, I did not
I did
care
not
for
like.
that.
Okay, so you didn't either.
No,
I did not. But I can hear that being played on TNT or on like NBA 2K or some shit.
It's cool. It's his delivery.
It's his delivery. That's
it's
what it
like,
is.
If it's a championship feeling, I want you.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm like, no.
I know. I was the same way as me.
No.
It's that championship. Nigga, you talking about championship feeling. Nigga, you supposed to be hyped.
Hype as hell.
I'm with goddamn beat. You took the words out of my mouth. I was waiting.
That was
Is that championship feeling?
Like that's
I'm like, nigga, stop being so cool.
I know. That's literally the only That's literally the only track I kind of skip on this. Like that's the one I just like. As soon as they come on, I'm like,
Hey y'all, I like the beat on. I understand what y'all saying.
It's not that.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I think the beat kind of
The hook, he messed it up, man, because the energy.
Yes,
it's like
the bars is there.
The bars is there, but
and then the energy is there.
It's
But the energy on the hook ain't there, Ken. It's not there.
Man,
but I also agree with you, B.
I can definitely see that.
This
shit.
is a 2K song all
On
day.
2K,
TNT,
when they go to commercial, I can see them playing that beat. Like I can hear it. But I don't.
Because you know what? It's very formulaic.
Yeah,
it's what is kind of popular. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it fits.
I wish Nametag would have gave me different energy on that one.
That's
like when he hit "Let Me Live," I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" Nametag, I didn't know you had this shit in you right here, bro. But yeah, championship feeling. I was like, oh man. But he brought it back with Detroit Players.
You remember that shit though, don't you?
Yeah.
I know it's catchy, huh?
And I like
remember it because I didn't like it.
And the Nobody's joint, that was I've heard that beat before. He
that was dope.
Keep Sweat. That was on Nameless beat tape, Beats original volume.
Is that the Keith? Man, that's fucking crazy to sample that. And I was like, why hasn't more people done that before?
Yeah, I've heard.
And then on the first joint, Everything the Game. I don't know what sample that is, but I know Freddie used that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On Shadow of a Doubt. I can't remember the name of the song.
Yeah.
But I know it's on Shadow of a Doubt.
I love the way it started out.
I don't want to sample snitch.
But I know I've heard that sample before.
I love it how it started off with Everything the Game.
Yeah.
And that fucked me up though at the same time because I'm not as hype about Let Me Live as y'all.
I like Libby. You don't like Let Me
I
Live?
like it, but I think coming from Everything to Gain, my mind was set on something else.
Okay.
That song was just such a disruption from that first song.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
it's too different.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the other way around.
I like the switch up.
Oh man, it messed me up.
Yeah.
It messed me up. I was like, oh man, I didn't want to hear that right after Everything the Game because I'm thinking I'm going into some boom bap. And then it's ironic about it. He goes into a song called Boom Bap Groove.
Yeah. So you wish that should have been the second.
He sandwiched it between two like.
So you think the sequencing was a little off?
Yeah, I think the sequence is a little off. So he gonna get hit pretty hard for that.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know right now. He gonna get hit.
Yeah,
but no, you're all right though. It's not like it's a bad track. It's cool that he could do a Let Me Live.
Yeah.
I personally didn't like it here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it here. So I feel like he kind of sandwiched the stuff like Everything the Game, more like boom bap, kind of mellow. Mm-hmm. Then he put Let Me Live in, which is a higher tempo, different.
Boom bap groove.
Sandwich it, with the boom bap groove, then come back with championship feeling. It's like he kept doing it. Yeah, it's like, what is happening here? So yeah, the sequencing was a little bit off for me because it would take me out. It's kind of like Ab-Soul, like I was saying about Ab-Soul, like he'll have like the Ab-Soul-less type tracks, and then he'll do something kind of different. Mm-hmm. Not saying it's bad, it just takes me out of the album. And so that's what it did.
So it takes you out of groove, like you in a good rhythm.
Yes, I'm in a good rhythm, and I'm like, oh shit, what was that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think for me, this album suffered with sequencing. But that could work for some people, like to break it up. I was just talking about that with the other artists, you know what I'm saying?
Sure was.
But I just think it was too much of a break for me, of a switch up for me.
Did you like any of the second half of the joints? Nobody's?
Yes. Nobody's. I like Tuh. Yeah. But again, Tuh was kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was just like, again, it was just like some disruption there. But I like what he did on Deeper Than That, though.
That's more beat tape.
Okay. So Deeper Than That was dope.
There's a couple of these joints I'm like, man, that's from...
Because for real, honestly, Tuh beat was super dope.
Yeah.
But I feel like he was kind of uncomfortable on it to me. Mm-hmm. Like it didn't feel like something that he would... That he would rap over typically or whatever. And like, so yeah, it didn't quite mesh for me. The beat was hella dope though. He was dope, but together it didn't like gel for me. It was just something that was off for me.
I do agree, like he sandwiched some of the different songs. Like it didn't flow together. You know what I'm saying? Unlike like the Logic Young Sinatra joints. Yeah. Even though he had those different sounds, like it was a good roller coaster. This didn't it felt like this shit was just, you know what I'm saying? Like a fucked up elevator.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I know, that's crazy.
Get stuck halfway on
They all send me dropped it like, whoa, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I had to get the people the visuals, man. That's
hilarious.
B, do you think he challenged himself with some of the beats that he picked?
Yeah.
Yes.
He did.
He absolutely did.
Yeah, he did.
It sounded like he was challenging himself, which kind of took me out of it. It's like, cool, that's cool.
If you listen to the first one, it was very like, it didn't have like all this.
Yep.
I went back and listened to it.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I went back and listened to it.
I didn't know if you did.
Because I wanted to know. I wanted to see the progression or if it was the same kind of theme.
Yeah.
I fuck with him heavy. Ever since he made the Is the Mic Still On intro. Like, I've been fucking with him since then. Like, well, I fucked with him before then, but I really was fucking with him. I really appreciate that.
Him and Black Milk cousins.
Oh, that's what's up. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
That's crazy because Let Me Live gave me Black Milk vibes.
Yeah. And Black Milk was on the first one.
Yep.
It gave me Black Milk vibes. And that's the, man, you know what? I didn't think about the sequencing thing until you pointed it out, but I think that is one of the hurdles that I have with it.
Is what the sequencing.
The sequencing. I think.
It sounds like you like this though. You like.
No, I do.
He do, but it's just a sequence.
No, I do like it.
That's a different. Yeah, it's different.
I never considered the sequencing part of it. I think the sequencing would have definitely augmented it even more. Let Me Live, like I said, that's.
It's cool. That's really
because it's almost like it's in 2/4 time or halftime or something like that.
Yeah.
Because the percussion.
Yep.
Oh my God, bro! I just want to go get some drumsticks and play it. You know, because it's the rhythm is there, it's so up tempo, and it's like it's not easy to play that to play that. So and I love it. I love when they kind of, because normally you get the normal 4/4 stereotypical shit, but I love when they switch it up. Odyssey is known for that, or he's talked about doing that before. I think he even did something like 6/8 time or something like that he was talking about, which is on one of his albums that I love. So I love when they do that, and that's what I love about that track. But yeah, you're right. When I was looking at some of the way I have them start, it is kind of scattered like that. Because even though y'all didn't like Championship Feeling,
I know you like. I like that song.
But Nobody's tough. No, I do think it ended well. Nobody's tough. Deeper than that, and then Running Back was a good close.
Yeah, that shit was so dope.
Running Back. I like that shit. But yeah, there were some songs that I felt sequencing wise could have been moved around a little bit.
Nobody's. I love how he threw in the Slum Village.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, oh man, that's so.
He had a couple of other good records in there. UPS is hiring, joint on there. So a good callback. A couple of callback verses on here I thought was dope.
He has some Tribe stuff on here.
Yeah, he has some Tribe.
Yeah. But overall though, they're definitely a very enjoyable listen. I enjoy it. Because the first time I listened to it, I was like, all right, it's cool. But the more there was I think because of the way it was sequenced, it was like I was here and I was there, kind of that elevator he was talking about. Then I'm up again, then I'm down. And it's not like the down songs were bad,
right?
But it's like the songs that were up gave me a little bit more energy, and I like those a little bit more. And then the more I listen to it, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm settling into the project, and I got on board. But I think the sequencing is what caused me to it was a little slow build up.
I get why he thought that would work, because it kind of, like you want to kind of break it up like that, you know what I'm saying, to just kind of hide, not necessarily hide it, but to blend it in. But it didn't blend for me. You get what I'm saying? It didn't blend. I get you breaking it up like that, but it just didn't quite blend as well.
It was never designed to mesh, like to kind of flow from one to the other. It was just placed there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you would have had to do some sort of transition thing.
Yeah.
Like you would have had to go
like
from
a beat
one
switch into it.
Yeah, you would have had to kind of go into that.
Yeah. Or go into like, like a radio station. Oh, whatever. We about to change it up.
Right.
Like you gotta ease me into that, bro. Like
Let Me Live in Tub. Man, that beat on Tub is nice too.
That would have had the loud.
Yeah.
When you playing it low, it sounds obnoxious.
Yeah.
But if you're playing at higher volume, it sounds better. Because I was Nay and I was riding somewhere. I was like, you know who this is or whatever? And I was like, yeah, this dude made the Is the Mic Still On intro. When she heard boom bap groove, she's like, oh, I hear it now. yeah. She didn't hear it at first.
She didn't hear it at first. Okay, I got
But
you.
then when we got to track 3, she was like, oh yeah, that is him or whatever. So yeah, I let her listen to it. And it was
funny.
at one point we was driving and I had to turn it down because we were talking. And on that tuh, you hear that, it's really loud. So when you play it louder, it sounds fine. But when you play it low, all you hear is that.
It's kind of grinding into your ear and shit like that.
Yeah, it sounds a little off.
Yeah.
But nah, when you play it at a higher volume, it sounds better. Run it back real quick though. Yeah, that shit's dope. That shit is dope.
Hey.
That shit is fucking dope. I like run that back and he'll start the verse over it and then finish out the bar.
Yep.
And he did it like that. Man,
He kept doing it throughout the song.
I thought that was dope. And he let Nameless cook at the end.
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope. So yeah, man. I like it, man.
Yeah.
I like
Nameless did his thing with the beats, even though I know beat done heard all of them.
Oh yeah, all these I heard. I was like, yep. I remember it's funny because when Nameless dropped Beats Original Volume 4, nobody was on there, and then me and Nametag was texting. He was like, so what you think about new shit? I was like, yeah, this shit dope. What you think? He like, I like the Keith Sweat joint. And then so just so happened he ended up putting that. When I heard, I'm like, oh shit, that's the one he liked the most off that beat tape, and he ended up rhyming over it. I was like, oh, that's dope. That's dope.
It was good to hear Boog too.
Yeah,
I heard Boog in
yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
So I know we ain't talked about her, but yeah, it was good to hear Boog.
Yeah.
She always gonna rep Detroit,
Man,
bro.
she gonna rep, bro.
Bro, she gonna rep, bro. So like, nah, it was good to hear her, man.
Yeah.
How old are some of these beats? Or I guess the question: do you feel like production wise he was doing like different stuff on this one?
Yeah, compared to the first one.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I noticed that, but I know you more tapped in, so I was just wondering.
Yeah, definitely.
Get
Like I said, when he had first sent me "Let Me Live" beat, I was like, oh man, what the fuck you doing with this shit? I was like, I never heard Nameless make some shit like this. Like, that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, more stuff like that.
Yeah,
more
I was
stuff
like,
like
man,
that.
when
Yeah.
you sent me that, I was like, oh shit.
These are the categories: flows, lyrics, production, features, execution, replay value, and overall. I'll start it off with flow, B-.
Yeah, same on flow, B-. But that's only because I didn't feel like he was that comfortable on some of those different beats.
B-?
Shit, B- too.
Oh, across the board. Has that ever happened before?
Yeah.
That might be a
Man,
first.
that's crazy.
Might be a first. Ken, lyrics.
I went B- on lyrics.
B.
Yeah, straight up B. Good lyricist, man. You're a solid lyricist.
I want C+.
Ooh,
What?
okay.
I want C+.
Damn.
He said, what?
Production, I'm at a solid B. It's not execution, Rod.
I know it's not execution.
It's not execution.
I know it's not execution, but I'm gonna have to go B-. Yeah, cause I know it's not execution, but some of the beats to me could have been a little better. I don't know if that's a mixed thing or what, but yeah.
I got a B. Solid B.
I'm at a B.
But features.
B.
B+.
I'm gonna go solid B. I've heard Boog better, so I that's what I was going off. It was really good to hear Illingsworth though.
Yeah.
So but I'm going B
he was
though.
strong.
Yeah, I'm going B- for the same thing that you said about Boog. I've heard Boog in her bag way nicer. And I feel like 2024 is the year of the female MC. And she didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, not saying it was bad, Boog. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying I've heard better. I don't want no smoke with nobody from Detroit. I don't want no smoke. Nobody. But execution, I'm at a C.
I actually went a little higher than you. I went C+. Yeah, I went C+ on execution. And I've already explained it. I mean, sequencing was an issue for me here. So, would have got a higher grade if it were, for that. But so C+.
Yeah, I got a C+ as well.
Yep.
C+ too? Damn.
All right, replay value for Ken.
B-.
B-.
I'm gonna go C+ on replay value.
C+ for me too. Overall, this is a B- project for me.
Yeah. Overall, B-. I think it's still solid. I like what they were doing here. Like I said, it was just mainly a sequencing for me.
B.
Yeah, that'll be. Yep.
B as well.
B. Yep, that'll be.
So we're not that far off.
Not too far.
Yeah, we was pretty.
feel-
We was
You
all
know, there's
pretty
certain things
consistent.
that we may like a little bit more, a little bit less, but
Yeah.
for the most part, we
We end up in the
boat.
same boat.
Yeah, we're in the same boat on this one. But look, Nametag and Nameless. Have y'all ever heard of them? If you haven't, this is your introduction. We telling you to go listen to this because it's a very solid project overall, as you can tell from the review. But y'all know what I'm about to say. The conversation after the conversation is in the comment section. Let us know how you feel, man. We'll check you out next time. We out, please.